Hello, boys and girls. I hope you all had a lovely 2 weeks off for Easter and that you've started working hard again today for your mums and dads. I'm sure you have. I'm just going to talk through what we're going to do tomorrow. And you should really try and listen carefully, because on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a quiz again, just like we did a couple of weeks back. And some of the things that we're learning about may pop up in the quiz, so make sure you're paying lots of close attention. So, in tomorrow in maths, we're going to be starting one of our last maths topics of the year, 2D shapes. And to do that, I'm going to get you to watch a couple of little videos on the BBC Bitesize website. So you've got this little one here, and you've got a little game here, another little game here, labelling some 2D shapes. Mrs. Finch has told me you've done 2D shape before in reception, so fingers crossed that we remember some of it. And lastly, there's a little quiz on 2D shapes as well, so see if you can remember how many sides different shapes have, how many corners different shapes have. So that's the maths. You're also going to be using the BBC Bitesize website again in the afternoon to do some geography. Now, I know we started learning about the UK a little bit before we broke up, but these are brand new resources on the BBC website, and I think you really enjoy them, watching these little videos and playing little games to find out a bit more about the countries in the UK and the cities, the capital cities, different special places and buildings you might find there. And at the end, once you've watched those little videos about the UK, there is another little game at the bottom, and this game as well has other things about different bits of the world. For example, when we learnt about Kenya, we looked a little bit at some of the oceans. There's a little quiz on there about the oceans. Have a little, just for a little bit of fun, just have a little go at that. But I'm going to have a little talk through of our English now. Now, you started this English work today looking at sentences that in sequences that form like little short stories. So, and tomorrow in your Schofield and Sims book, voila, you're going to be doing some work in this book tomorrow, page 34 and 35, if you can. Need us for handwriting, please. And there are some sentences, and we have to add a third sentence to the sentence to make it a little bit more detailed. So, I'll go through the first one. It rained all day on Monday. The children had to stay inside. I want you to think of your own sentence that you could add to that. Now, you're not just going to write something random that's nothing to do with that. For example, it rained all day on Monday. The children had to stay inside. I like clowns. It has to actually be something related to what it's mentioned in this story. So, it rained all day on Monday. The children had to stay inside. What might they do? What might they have done if they had to stay inside? What do you do when you have to stay inside? So, let me add on a third sentence. So, I'll need a capital letter. What might they have done? It rained all day on Monday. The children had to stay inside. They played with Lego and drew some pictures. I've got my capital, I've got my full stop. They played with Lego and drew some pictures. That makes sense. I've even used a joining word and in the middle there. Okay, let's have another go at a different one. Bill was in a rowing boat. The boat started to fill with water. I love chicken nuggets. No, that's not any use, is it? The boat started to fill with water. Well, what might you do if a boat started to fill with water? You might try and swim to shore. You might scream. If you're a good swimmer, you might. If you could see the shore, you might go for it. Bill was in a rowing boat. The boat started to fill with water. What did Bill do? Bill jumped out and swam to shore. Full stop. So you've got a couple of different ones of those. You can think of your own endings. Try and make them make sense. And then question 2. Now there's a question at the bottom of page 34 where there are a couple of sentences all jumbled up in each other, and that's no use to us, isn't it? Because we can't read that properly. You need full stops in your sentences to break them up so it makes sense. For example, I'm going to try and read this without any full stops. I will soon visit my nan at her farm. She will let us feed the ducks, feed the hens. She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. Because that has no full stops, it's really hard to read. So what I need you to do is look for different ideas in there. See if you can work out where the first idea is. I'm going to point out the first one. I want you to think if you can see where the second full stop would go. So the first idea, so I will soon visit my nan at her farm. She will. I think I will soon visit my nan at her farm. That's the first little idea. So I'm going to put a full stop in there. I'll put a capital letter, 'cause that's a new sentence, isn't it? She will let us feed the hens. She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. It's very long. Well, she will let us feed the... What's she letting us feed? She will let us feed the hens. Full stop. So I need another capital there. She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. I think we can get another full stop in there. What do you think? Have a little look at it. Give you a few seconds. Have a little look. See if you can spot where the next one going. We're looking here. Where's the next one going to go? She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. So she's talking about animals in one sentence, and she's talking about having fun. That's two different ideas, isn't it? She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. That sounds right to me. It is fun on the farm. And of course, full stop at the end. I'm going to have a read of that now and see if it sounds better than it did the first time. I will soon visit my nan at her farm. She will let us feed the hens. She has ducks and goats as well as hens. It is fun on the farm. Makes a lot more sense with those little breaks that we have with the full stops, so we can have a little breath before we read the next sentence. Good luck with everything. Shout out to Austin and Walter. I had to go into school today to grab some resources after school when there was no one there, and I can't believe how tidy the class is, so well done boys. You must have improved in your tidying skills. See you soon. Bye.